Hi everybody, it's Lee, and I just wanted to reflect on this last year. I've just come to my last job. I'm here in another rental property. I've had to do the pat testing on the fridges, the washing machine down there, there's a little cooker around the corner, and a few rooms upstairs that have got fridges in as well. So yeah, I just wanted to reflect on this year. It's been a funny old year again. We've 2020, the end of 2020, I did a little bit of training, some mentoring from some great guys, and I had planned growth for 2021, and it was all good. January 2021, got some devastating news, and it hits us quite hard as a family. But we pulled through and still battling on, as you do. As we progressed, we started to understand what the issues were. But that aside, family issues, you still got to work, you still got to provide for your family. And I sort of stepped back a little bit from PATA, Pat Testing Trade Association. They were very supportive of what we were going through, and they're for us as well. So yeah, great bunch of guys, and I want to say thank you to them. And yeah, it's just been an odd one. Anyway, I'm digressing. So come April 2021, we went all in. We went limited, we went VAT registered, we changed our accounting software. Lots of other little improvements all happened in April. And scary times again. I mean, I've been self-employed for over 10 years, and then all of a sudden I'm now a director of a firm, and wasn't expecting it to take off as much as it did. Yeah, April, May was a good year, and then after that, my feet haven't touched the ground. But without the help of my guys out there helping me test, I've got Ashley in Grantham. He's a top guy, and he's been sort of taking the flak for me and picking up the slack. And I've also now got Laura, who is in Boston, and she is great, and she is coming along leaps and bounds. Also, I've got Neil up in Chesterfield, and he's top guy there for me when I need him. And without those behind me, I can't forget little Josh. Josh, who works for me, doing a little bit of subcontracting work, top guy. But yeah, without these guys behind me, this business, it'd just be me again, and not going anywhere, just ticking over as it would. But it's just gone crazy mad. You've seen me do little things on Instagram and LinkedIn and silly little things, but I'm trying to portray my, what should we say, my personality. I'm not in it for, we're not, I understand there's competition out there, okay? And yeah, we can be competitive, but I understand they're a different business, that's not me, okay? What you're buying a service from me is you're buying into that tailored service, if you like. So it's different. It is different. You're buying into me. You're buying into our business. So we're not trying to be the cheapest out there. It doesn't work like that. You're buying our expertise and things like that. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm just waffling now. I'm walking around this building, just contemplating over the last year. It has been such a roller coaster of a ride for us, and it has been an interesting one. Some good, some downright awful. But there's been a lot of support out there for us, and for those that you know us and are close to us or customers and you know about these things, I just want to say thank you for the continued support. And yeah, it's interesting. Let's just put it to bed. It's been a great year for business, pretty crappy personal, but we're getting through it. We're working through it. And for those of you out there who do find it difficult, there's always ways and means to help. Okay? So yeah, it's drawing to an end. This is my last property of the year. I can't tell you how many rental properties we've been in and how many landlords we've met, and the sheer amount of business that we've turned over has pretty much doubled since April, and that to me is an incredible achievement. It's not just me, okay? I want to take all the credit for it, but like I say, you've got to have a good team behind you and respect to them as well. So yeah, all I can say is next year is just going to be well, it's already booking up fast, and it's doing well. I'm looking at new systems in place with the housing associations that we do. It's how we record no access to properties. With the Apollos that we use, we can now timestamp photographs to prove that we've been into properties, because obviously if we don't test something we can't normally charge, but if we've been, then we can charge to say at least, you know, you're paying for our time. It's unfortunate, but sometimes it happens. You do get tenants that, let's say, don't want to let you in. But yeah, new systems coming into place, all being well. New software to trial, and hopefully we'll become more efficient. There's a few more projects that I've got that I would like to see come to fruition around the PAT testing and other things. Probably some of you don't know that I'm actually the owner of Scuff Stop, where we manufacture screen shields for test equipment. Yes, I am the designer for screen shields that protect all those plastic screens on expensive test equipment, and that is also doing very well. It's a nice little business that ticks over quite nicely and easily, because there's no other manufacturer, to my knowledge, in the UK that make screen shields specifically for test equipment. So we are the only one that does that, and doing very well, thank you very much. So yeah, we are going from strength to strength. It is, what else can I talk about? It's just been an incredible year. Business, personal, and meeting new people. I mean, that's it about this job, that we have facilities management firms come to us to help them out doing the PAT testing. We have electricians come to us on a regular basis, and we help those out as well. And we've got direct business to business, and we've got people that sub work to us as well. We always normally go under our own guise that we are guys, as in not guys and girls, guys, as in we are Pat IT, even though you're subbing work to us. We don't sort of go underneath anybody's particular flag unless it's necessary. But yeah, we've got loads of new contracts coming in. We've won some incredible contracts this year. We went from a couple of nurseries earlier this year to 65 overnight, and there's still perhaps more to come. We won a contract working in a church. Incredible. When I heard it was a church, you're expecting like a big old stone building with a spire. And no, this was quite a modern church with so much AV equipment that I learnt a new skill set about testing AV equipment, lighting rigs and LCD screens. It was just immense, and even that then grew into something bigger, and it's just been incredible. I have been reasonably active on social media, and it's kind of worked, but it's not that has brought in the new customers. I have had a few comments and a few jobs through it, but the majority are either word of mouth or just simple off the internet. My website's another bugbear of mine. It's been going now for a few years and it's never been right, and it's something else that I need to be looking at. I paid a lot of money out to a particular firm and I was let down terribly because that firm then sold itself on partway through the transition of me going live, and I wasted a lot of money on that, even though it's still online, it's doing its job, but it's just doing a job. It's not pulling in the customers like it could be doing. However, that's another project for next year, and there's lots of things to think about. But in the meantime, we'll still be cracking on doing these rental properties. I say going in and doing the portable appliance testing, or electrical equipment condition reporting, as we like to call it. A lot of people call it pat testing. We still do. It's still pat testing at the end of the day. That's a common term. But a good description for it is electrical equipment condition reports, because it is equipment at the end of the day. It's used through a business. So that was another little change that we did earlier this year. We started calling things ECRs, to bring it almost in line with electricians when they do EICRs. That's the fixed wiring. So that's electrical installation condition reports. We don't do that, but we do have guys on our books that do it for us, along with many other things like EPCs, gas, and a few other bits and bobs. But if you're interested, you can always talk to me, like I always harp on about. But we get people saying, why do you carry on pat testing? It must be so boring doing the same thing day in, day out. Well, actually, you might be sticking a plug in a machine and telling me if it's good or not, but that's just part of it. That's just a minor part. I love the chase of looking for new customers. I love going out and about and meeting a new face every day. I'm not sat in an office looking at the same four walls. I'm out and about getting the fresh air. Sometimes when you come to places like this, it's not always that fresh, but it does get you out and about, and it's it's a very social job, actually. You do get to meet some amazing people out there, especially with the housing associations we go into that already have tenants in. And a lot of these people are down on the luck because it's like a charitable housing association. So these are for people that are um, either have mental health issues, disabilities, or homeless, or special needs, vulnerable people, or substance abuse. But do you know what? In the 7 years that we've been working with this particular housing association, do you know what? I've never come across anybody that is ill-minded against us. You get a bit of resistance every now and again, but do you know what? This world would be boring if everybody was the same, and it really does enrich your life when you get to meet so many wonderful, colourful people. Albeit a lot of them have issues, and my heart goes out to them. But it's one of those jobs that is fulfilling. So yeah, there's plenty more in the pipeline for us to come, and with other housing associations and letting agencies as well coming on board with us, it's just going to get busier. So we're hoping to take on maybe another person next year to help the arsenal of our testers, our test engineers. I said engineers. Some people don't like me using that term because engineer is a qualified person. Well, I won't go into it because there's too many arguments, I think. But I still call them engineers at the end of the day because they are doing a job of maintenance. And yeah, anyway, I'm harping on. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster of a ride, and I just want to say a big thank you to everybody that's been involved in helping my business grow and double the business and turnover that we was doing in January when April came round and we had the changes, and May came, June, July, and it's phenomenal. It really is, and I'm really proud of where it's going. The mentoring side of things, and the guys at Greenborough, Fred Warner, my accountants, Martin Radford at JMR Jackson. What am I thinking? Sorry, Martin. JMR Jackson, absolutely top guys. I just want to thank the guys at Patter, so supportive this year as well for what we've been going through. Great bunch of lads, and hopefully I'll be returning next year. And if you'll have me back, that is, it'd be good to get back on board again. What else? Who else can I thank? Yeah, Greenborough, Fred Warner, Martin, David, JMR. There's all my customers. Can't forget the customers, because without them, we wouldn't be doing the job that we are doing. My guys, again, the team behind me, Neil, Ashley, Laura, and little Josh. Thank you. Doing a great job, and hopefully I'll be throwing a lot more work your way as well. So just to help us grow even bigger, and who knows where that's going to take us next. We've got a lot of training coming up as well, just to spring that one on you guys. So it's good to be safe, and knowledgeable about the job you're doing. You don't just take it for granted. You've been doing it for 10 years. It's good to keep fresh and on top of your trade. Don't just take it for granted. Suppliers as well, thank you very much. Edmondson Electrical, we've got Scullmore as well, who supply us with plugs and fuses. Who else? My wife, yeah, Sarah. She's amazing, and big thank you to her. Without her and their support, it's again, it all go to shit basically. Excuse my language. So I just want to say a big thank you to everybody involved in my business and helping me achieve. And wishing you all a very Merry Christmas, a happy and safe one, and a very happy New Year, and a very prosperous one for everybody. And let's hope it's safe. You keep safe and well. And let's go enjoy ourselves. Let's do it safely. Let's do it in a controlled way that we can still have fun. And I'm going to start drinking a bit of rum now. Well, not right now, I'm still on the job, but I am going to partake in a little tipple later on, just to say, let's say goodbye to that year and start fresh again next. We're going to do it. Merry Christmas, everybody.